Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jyoti Diwan and I welcome you all to this special series promoted by the Jaipuria Incubation Foundation. And we have with us a very special young person with us today, Mr. Raghav Prakash. He is the fourth generation entrepreneur from the legacy bookstore of Uttar Pradesh, the Universal Booksellers. They have been in business for the past 90 years, and we have with us the fourth generation member of the family telling us about legacy businesses and his thoughts about it and what he thinks is the right way forward in family businesses. So, welcome, Raghav, to this exclusive podcast. And let's start from the very beginning.
Thank you so much for having me here. Yeah.
Our pleasure to have you here, Raghav. And let's start from the very beginning because that is indeed the best place to start. So you're a young person, and last heard you were in Mumbai, you were doing your college, and then after a short while, I came to know that you have joined your family business. So how did it all happen? Did you always plan to join your family business? Or did it just happen? It is called serendipity. Ki life takes its own course. How did it happen?
I think it was a mix of both. Yes. I was always involved in business in very small ways. When I was small, I used to help out dad with work, be it as small as distributing books or dealing with the customers, little things whenever I used to get the time, summer break or things like that. So I was always involved. Yes. I grew since I'm the fourth generation, all of my previous generation, they were all totally involved into the business. So I was also, regularly involved. But I hadn't decided that I want to take it up as a career for myself. But when I was in college, in my third year actually, so that time the COVID hit. It was the onset and the lockdowns were happening, so I had to come back. So when I was back, there wasn't much to do. The college was off. So I thought, let's do the best thing. I'll help dad out with work. So that's how I started going to work again. And there I realized there's an opportunity that if the lockdown actually hits and the supply chains get disrupted, how will we reach the customers? They can't come to us. How can we go to them? So we had a website with no products on it actually. So I started working on that.
This is 2020.
Yeah, this is 2020. So I started developing and creating more of the products on the website, thinking that down the line, maybe some students would want the educational resources for themselves. So that's how I got into it. And actually, once the lockdown actually hit, we started popping on the Google searches and everything because people actually aggressively took towards online purchasing.
Seeking out products online. Yes.
At that time, this Blinkit and everything and Zomato, it wasn't very active. So at that time, people actually took up to such platforms as well and started ordering things from the online platforms. That's where we also started popping up on their searches for books, for school books, for stationery items. And that's how we built a good customer base. So the orders kept on popping in and my father was like, boss, you started this, better take care of it now. So that's how I got involved totally.
Do you think that was a trick to get you to the
business? I think so. I'm glad it was and it worked out well. Yes. So that's how I got into the business and I took full control over the online thing. I managed the deliveries and everything. At that time, it was very difficult because we had no infrastructure in place.
So you were also raw. The whole concept of online business was new. Did you do a lot of self-study? How did you?
Yeah, I did small courses along the way. I learned how
And learning and doing and learning and
That's the only way I think.
That's the best way to move forward.
Yeah. You go with a small pilot project. You learn about it. You observe things. You learn. And then you execute. So along the way, I did my courses on the website creation, handling them, how it works, WooCommerce, WordPress, creating your website, everything. So I did those courses as well. You have to have the knowledge.
So a lot of passion and hard work going into the trade over there.
Yeah.
Acha, tell me, Raghav, now that's 4 generations, 4 generations of business. How is it? Is there friction? Is there support? How does this intergenerational relationship work in a legacy business?
So I think there's cautious optimism in traditional business where your elders, your seniors are always cautious about what you are doing or you will be doing. Yes. They always keep a watch and you should respect that because it's a tradition. Some rules have been set by your seniors, your parents and everything. So you should respect it but also innovate along the way because with times you have to innovate to sustain in the market. So I have always respected what my elders have been saying, but I've tried to convince them with time, ki boss, we can do it this way, we can do
Share
it.
one project that you succeeded in convincing your family to let you do, and what was it about? Share that.
It started with the online thing. They were totally against, ki boss, why are you wasting your time on the online thing? Nobody will order. Amazon is already there. But nobody was dealing in school books. Amazon doesn't deal a lot in school books. At that time, it wasn't. Now, obviously, people are listing it. But school books was at very nascent stage when it comes to the online thing. So people weren't doing it. So there, I was like, ki, there is a lot of scope in school books. We innovated the school packages. For example, earlier you used to go to a bookstore and you ask for your school's books. So they used to take out a book from here, from there. It used to take time. So we innovated a package. We clubbed it, all the books into one, packed it, put a slip on top of it.
And then you decided to reach it home.
Yeah.
So if you can't come here, we will reach out to you.
So currently also we are one of the biggest players in school books when it comes to Lucknow here. And we are trying to reach out to other schools outside Lucknow so that we can create something for them as well and reach the students there as well. So there was a lot of cautious optimism there.
Yes.
And then when I decided to expand the business, you need processes in place. In a traditional business, people don't think a lot about the processes. People actually want to control everything. So you need to learn that if you want to scale your business,
You have to learn to let go.
Yeah, few things. Yeah, you have to learn to let go and have good processes so that it can be expanded, can be let on people to do things for you, for example. So I introduced a software where all the things will be automated. Everything can be done in an organized way. I got a lot of apprehension for that. So I convinced, I didn't let it go. For 3 years, I was after them, ki boss, we have to do this, we have to do this, we have to do this. And one day they actually understood ki he is right. I did corporate presentations for my parent, for my father, for my grandfather, and showing them ki it can be done like this, it can be done with a full presentation. I did all of those things to convince them, and they paid well.
So you feel that one should be professional in family business as
Definitely.
and take the pains to convince the other generation, whether it's the older to the younger or younger to the older, rather than trying to push and shove,
You have to give things time.
Yeah.
Time is the best friend that you have. So you give them time, convince them. It's a game of selling things. So you sell ideas as well to your parents as well.
Yeah, and why should you not be professional in family?
Definitely.
Because it's business. You're earning revenue and there is money to be made.
Definitely.
So it's good to be professional at home in the family business as well.
Traditional businesses are the backbone of this country as well.
True.
And if you scale it up, we can do wonders.
Yeah. So whilst you were conversing with our students a little earlier in the day, and you were asked for your best stress buster, what relaxes you after a tough time? You said reading.
Yeah.
Tell us a little more about it, because slowly these reading habits are becoming the youngsters are moving slightly away from it. So just tell us about what makes reading interesting for you and why you would like to recommend it for the youngsters.
So I'll tell you, I wasn't into reading at all. When I was young, I never read.
And you had books all around.
Yeah, I was born into books. I have a mall of books, but I never
So how
took.
many floors of books you have?
4 floors here, and
I
then
didn't like
one.
to read. Okay.
I never took it. I never gave it a chance.
Yeah.
But when I was in college, I had the right company who pushed me towards reading, and I actually realized. And when I started reading, I totally changed as a person.
It gave you time to sit alone with yourself.
Patience. Actually, in today's time, the Gen Z have attention span of 2 seconds.
2 seconds. 2 seconds.
So you're using Instagram. You're watching YouTube.
You're swiping the reels.
You're doing 2-3 things at once. So you're actually not concentrating in anything.
Yeah.
So when you sit and study, after every 5 minutes, if you're using your phone and scrolling the Instagram, you won't be able to focus.
Yes.
So reading gives you the focus. When you sit with yourself and you read a book, and it takes time to finish a book.
Yeah.
So
patience is there. Consistency is there.
Yes. So once you finish a book, you have so many learnings. And for example, if you watch a small video, a motivational one, you'll have some takeaways, but it'll be a short-term memory. Yeah. But when you read a book, every time you'll open a book, you'll be like, hey, let's see what have I read.
Because there everything is visualized for you. Yes. Here you are visualizing.
For example, in the movie, you are seeing what the director imagines.
Yeah.
So it is all being presented to you by the director, what he imagines. Yes. But when you read a book, your imagination skills come into place and you actually imagine things yourself, which gives you time to introspect and you come up with ideas as well accordingly.
So those are some pros of reading. So we hope that a lot of people who view this video may get inspired by your thoughts on reading and maybe take it up as a stress buster, as a way of developing their creativity.
Definitely.
Okay, Raghav, I had one important question to ask you. Like even here in college and other places, the younger generation mostly likes to move out.
Yeah.
Many of them have their family businesses, but if you ask them what is your aspiration, they said, "Oh, I want to complete my MBA, complete my BTech. I want to go join a corporate job." You know, maybe in a bigger city.
Yeah.
So what would you being the fourth generation in a legacy business, what would your advice be to these youngsters? Do you think moving to the corporate is a better idea? Do you think nursing the family business, making it bloom and grow is the better idea? What are your thoughts on this entire issue?
I think it depends a lot on the nature of the person as well. But I have always supported the idea that you should be connected to your roots. If you have the opportunity, if you have a platform to scale, why not scale it up? You already have a jump pad and you can jump and do wonders from it. And if you just go out to build something, it'll take time. But if you have the platform, you have the privilege of that platform, you should make the most use of it. So I think corporate life is a very good life as well. Obviously, the pressure is different and everything is different.
And maybe the scale to begin with is very different.
Yeah, but you get to learn a lot from the corporate life. You if you don't have the experience, you should take the experience. But if you have the opportunity to do something of your own and you're privileged enough, you should definitely go for it. If you have the ambition or the passion, you should go for it. In family business, obviously, you're like, I can't deal with my parent or whoever is running the business.
Convincing the senior generation.
It takes time. You have to give them time. Time will actually help them realize as well that what is your point of view, and you will also learn a lot from their experience. I learned a lot from my grandfather. He gave me tons of experiences and taught me in very different ways. So that really helped,
So we're talking about intergenerational learning actually.
Yes, so that really helps. They have a lot of experience at hand and there's a lot to learn. You just need to talk actually.
So you're actually saying that maybe the generations have got a lot of wealth of information, wisdom, collated values, which get passed on when the young people join the family business. So that is a great thing. And also the family businesses, as we just discussed, they form the backbone of the economy of the country. So rather than deserting them, youngsters should give it some thought that there may be some merit in coming back and trying to grow the family businesses, learn from the wisdom of the earlier generations, So that's great advice. And of course, it depends on the individual. So both the things are right, whether you want to go towards the corporate side or you want to join a business. But one should be mindfully taking a decision and weigh the benefits of joining your family business. What would be your last parting advice to young people like you?
I think over the time I've learned that the opportunity comes to a prepared mind.
Oh wow. Okay.
So be prepared, invest in yourself, learn, read books. And so that will actually help you if an opportunity comes by, and if you're not prepared for it, you won't be able to make use of that opportunity. So please invest in yourself, learn new things, experience new things, so that whenever you get an opportunity, which will obviously come in the life, you'll be able to scale it up to a massive level. So that's my advice.
So those are great words of advice and inputs and experience sharing from a young person who has joined the fourth generation family business spanning over 90 years, and he's all excited about it. He wishes to grow it. He's got big dreams and plans for it. So Raghav, we wish you the very best as you forge ahead.
Thank you.
And our good wishes.
Thank you so much.
And keep shining.
Thank you.
Thank you.